If you watched our previous video on the Daiwa X45 Infinity rods, you will know that in that video I said we paired them with the 22 Whisker 45s. Now in this video it's pretty much a follow-on. I'm going to take you through the tech specs of the Whisker and what makes it a decent purchase. So for me, the first thing of all is the fact that you get 2 additional spools. So with the reel in the box, you get the C spool that's fitted to the reel body, and then you get these 2 additional ones. The C spool is pretty much your all-rounder spool. It fits 300 meters of 0.35 line onto it. Then you get an LD spool, which is long distance. That fits 530 meters of 0.35. And then also the SLD, the super long distance spool, is 700 meters for 0.35 mil as well. So obviously with that, the SLD is perfect for fishing at super long range, abroad and at home if this situation arises. But mainly this will be for spooling up with braid or mono and sort of towing out with a bait bow or in a rowing boat. The reel features Daiwa's DS4 body and a Zion V rotor. So the Zion V rotor you will also find on the tournament Basia, so you're getting a little touch of the super high end but not the full Zion body. So that's where the price obviously reduces and the weight goes up somewhat. You still get the slow cross wrap. So again, with slow cross wrap, we've explained it in quite a few of the Daiwa videos. It is exactly what it says. It improves your line lay and stops line from bedding underneath one another. It's becoming quite a standard thing on a lot of sort of mid-range and upwards reels these days, to be honest, and it is a really nice addition, especially when fishing finer diameter monos and braids, things like that, so they don't cross over one another and overlap. They come off the spool much nicer, aiding you in distance casting. It also features the DigiGear 2 gearing, and what this does, it aids you in long distance fishing as well. Now, every big pit reel these days seems to be tailored towards long distance fishing, but they're just as comfortable fishing under the rod tips as they are at super long range. So don't be put off by that. It just will do everything. This reel also has the QDM drag, and the QDM drag, rather than being a half turn and a super quick drag, it's just a little bit less, so you've got more of a fine adjustment over the drag. Moving on to the handle, you've got Daiwa's one-touch folding design, so just at the press of a button, it'll flick up and fold in. This is obviously perfect for putting them back in a rod bag, makes it a little bit easier rather than winding them undone, a little bit like the Basia models. And as well, I know it's a controversial statement, but if you like to fold your handles and you like tight buzz bars, obviously you can do that with them as well. Now, as far as the cosmetics go, I really like this one. I'm not a huge fan of like the GS models with gold spools. There are loads of people that love them. It's a little bit of a 50-50 divide. I prefer the more understated black tones on reels rather than the sort of outlandish bright gold spools. But again, that is a personal preference thing. It's really just down to your own personal taste. These are finished very similar to the Daiwa Basia tournaments, where they've got the matte grey finishing with the little red flashings. So they look like a very premium reel. And moving on to price, they're priced at £280 a piece. And as I always say in all of these videos, you can get them cheaper from other retailers. And if I'm being brutally honest, with 2 extra spools, I think that's a bargain. Most spools these days are sort of 65 to 70 quid per spool extra, so you're getting 6 extra in the box. So if you tailor that into the price, it does make them a very reasonable reel. These are obviously suited to the mid-range sort of market, so they pair with these Infinities very, very well. They look the part, they're not overly heavy, but also you could pair a Basia with these rods as well. And these reels will pair with sort of cheaper Daiwa rods too. So there's a lot of wiggle room in terms of that. You don't have to just pair them with a set of Infinities. You can go for a cheaper model. Now, if you have any more questions about this, feel free to ask us in the comments or visit your local Daiwa retailer and take a look. And we've never said it before, don't forget to like and subscribe.